Hey juniors, it's Mr. Ensrud. I'm going to take you pretty quickly through a series of things that would allow you to access some different options for preparing for March 7th and the ACT in particular. We know not everybody's going to take the ACT, but we know a majority of our students do, and we want to make sure you know how to prepare towards that exam that is going to sneak up on us. And preparing for a test like this is not something you cram towards, it's something you have a plan towards that you execute over time. So one of the tools we've got is something that your CCR teacher just distributed to you, and it looks like what's on the screen. It is a score report from your pre-ACT last year. If you didn't take the test last year, you don't have a score report, and that's okay. You've got other tools. It's just one more tool in the toolbox if you want to use it to help you get ready, and we'll talk more about it in a couple minutes. For now, have it sitting next to your iPad. And while we're going through this video, if you could take a second as I talk to take a photo of page 1 of that student score report. CCR teachers are going to take those hard copies back, so we want you to have a screen grab and a picture of page 1, because that is the page that will give you some extra information to help you prepare. So set that score report aside, take a picture as we're going. Next step. On your iPad, if you could please find the class link icon. My screen, it's the bottom left one. A tap on that is getting you back into Naviance. Remember, sign into your school Google account, and then you're going to have a bunch of icons pop up, one of which should be Naviance. You're going to select Naviance. I have a different access point for being a teacher, so I'm going to skip over to what I already opened. And if you could please open your Naviance account and get to the same home screen that's now on the screen, that would be great. From there, if you scroll down on the home screen of Naviance, in the bottom left portion, you're going to see a link that says Naviance Test Prep. Bigger, Naviance Test Prep. Tap on that, and it's going to take a minute to open another screen because it's taking you to an add-on program that we pay for on your behalf so that you can spend some time preparing towards the ACT if that's the exam you're going to choose. So give it a minute, and Naviance will open up its test prep specific to the ACT program. On that home screen, it might ask you right away to enter the test dates. I've already done it on this screen, and you're going to enter March 7th of 2023 so that the calendar provides a countdown to that test date. So as you can see, when I recorded this, it was 88 days away. In CCR next Tuesday, it's going to be 84, 83, something like that. And what we want to do is take a quick look at what you can use this program for. There are really 3 ways that you could use Naviance Test Prep, and I'm going to quick show you all 3. Best way to see a couple of them is on the little sandwich menu. If you tap on Study Plan right underneath Home, it's going to show you at the top 2 different identified plans. One says Structured Plan, one says Adaptive Plan. And if you would select the Structured Plan, it'll tell you that it takes you through a whole bunch of program content in the same order. It's long, but it's thorough, and it takes you through a lot of stuff to help you prepare. Second option is the adaptive plan. That one's going to ask you to do a diagnostic assessment, adaptive assessment, and it's going to then give you a whole bunch of stuff to work on based on how you did on the adaptive assessment. This is probably the preferred approach for most students because it lets you do a bunch of sample questions, it targets what you need, and gives you practice in those areas. The third way is to utilize what you already did in the pre-ACT, because on that pre-ACT set of scores, you'll see the detailed results at the bottom. And in Naviance Test Prep, if you go to the lessons and scroll down, you will see that the ACT English test subcategories, concept reviews, match up exactly with the subscores in the English section: production of writing, knowledge of language, conventions of standard English. So what you could do is learn about those concepts, or what you could do in the practice tests is focus on those same things and do a whole bunch of practice questions. So it's taking what you did last year and using it to inform what you need to focus on in Naviance test prep. But again, for most students, the best way to go is going to be the adaptive plan, because it will take you through a series of exercises that will target what you need based on the adaptive assessment. So we want you to go into Naviance test prep and look around a little bit today and see what all it has to offer. There's quite a bit of stuff. And then we'll come back to it in January and have you spend a little bit of time in here.